Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kevin. Today I would like to talk about the things that I wish I knew when I first started to play this game, and also the mistakes that you have to avoid when you first start this game. If you find this video entertaining and helpful, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I really appreciate your support. The first thing that I have to address here is stop auto-aiming. It's a mistake that most beginners make. Even the people or the players who have played this game for a while still auto-aiming because they are so used to it. And this is a bad habit. Once you get used to something, it's quite difficult for you to change it. So please do not develop that habit. But I am not saying that auto-aiming doesn't work. It does work for sometimes, but not always. The only times that it works is when you're playing a short-range brawler and you're able to get close to the enemy. But the question is that how can you get close to the enemy easily? Of course, the enemy is not dumb. They're not gonna let you get close to them easily when you play a short-range brawler like a Primo. I will make another video in the future to show you guys how I get close to the enemies playing a short-range brawler. Therefore, if you are interested, stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. So once again, do not auto-aim when you're a beginner. Sometimes I still auto-aim even though I'm playing a long-range brawler. The reason is because I completely understand the logic behind it. If you don't understand the brawler that you're playing with, just don't auto-aim, guys. Practice your accuracy. Make sure your accuracy is high. Your accuracy is what really brings up your performance in a game. And that really determines whether you're gonna win more or lose more. The next thing that I think is the most crucial part, I understood this when I first played, but many people still do not understand that concept. It's the importance of teamwork. Just by looking at it, we're playing 3 vs 3. If you're so confident in yourself that you think you can 1 vs 3, you're most likely a noob or someone who just started to play this game. Because you still have not found the key that leads to victory. If your team doesn't work together or your teammates does not cooperate with you, you're most likely going to lose the game. You saw me went up to pick out the gems, right? And I'm playing with random people. The reason why I do that is because I trust my teammates, and I think even though I will receive some damage, but that poke hole is going to heal me. That's what I thought at the moment. You can't do anything if your teammate doesn't cooperate with you. If that's the case, then I would have just get killed right there. So I suggest you to stick with your teammates. Make sure you're close to your teammates when you play this game. You don't have to be very close, like right next to your teammates, but you have to be close enough so in case your teammate's in trouble, you can make it there in time to save your teammates. I was so mad yesterday because I lost like 6 or 7 matches in a strike because my teammates were so far away from me. They couldn't rescue me, or they didn't have the intention to rescue me. However, I didn't complain. That was the best I can do for the team. You can't just make players to do what you want to do, right? If they don't want to cooperate, just let them be that way. But you're gonna lose more though. Trust me on that one. The third point that I like to say is that, and this is a pro tip, so make sure you listen carefully, guys. The enemy is able to predict the direction of your movement before you enter the bush. What do I mean by that? So if you planning to go to the right side of the bush before you enter it, of course we can tell, right? So what I will do is that I will go to the opposite direction as I enter the bush. This way I can confuse the enemy so they don't know my exactly location. I'm able to give them a surprise attack. Did you guys ever had this experience where you enter the bush and then the dynamite or whatever the enemy was, he killed you? He basically predicted your movement. That was because you kept going on the same direction as you enter the bush. So that's the pro tip for you guys. Let me know down in the comment section if you have any questions or if you're unclear of my explanation. Key point number 4. I have stressed this point so many times in my video, therefore please take my advice. That is, do not hesitate to use your super or gadget. Because your point to play the game is to win the game, right? So what's the point of saving your super if you can get it again? You just gotta make sure your accuracy is high. Make sure you hit every shot at the enemy so that you can get your super again. Only the noobs will save the super at the end, where the consequence or the outcome has been already decided. You can't change anymore. I still see so many people make these mistakes right now, even though I'm at 24,000 trophies, which is not a lot, but it was quite difficult for me to reach because I am playing alone, always. The worst player that you can be are those players who save the super at the end for nothing. Like, it doesn't help anymore. You can't change the game. It's too late to change the outcome now. Can you imagine that I use 4 times of my super while the enemy only used 1 time? Because he's trying to be a hero in the game, looking for the best chance to enter. Oftentimes, you can't find the best chance, and there's no best chance in every single games. You gotta do what you can do at this point, otherwise it'll be too late. Okay, my last tip or key point for this video is that feel free to just go all out, play aggressive. But only, that's the requirement, only if you completely understand your brawler that you're playing with. Alright, if you don't understand the brawler that you're playing with, just keep it safe. Especially if you are the gym carry of the team. Let me give you guys an example. Let's say you're playing Search and you're countering with a Primo, who's a short range brawler. Basically, you have a far more range than him. So if you understand that concept, you just have to maintain the distance between you and the Primo. This way you won't receive any damage. So you can basically just keep aiming at him, keep shooting at him until you get your super. And I understand Search so much that I'm not gonna save my super when I play Search. I'll just use it to increase my level, so this way I can receive all the advantages of the boost. That includes the increased movement speed and the range. It's okay if you don't get it when you first start with this game, but as you play more, you will get to know every brawlers that you play. And I think in this match, this Search is doing a terrible job. He wasted his gadgets basically for nothing. I wouldn't call it a waste if he at least get his super using the gadget. But he wasn't able to close in the range. And that's what I call the misunderstanding of a brawler. If you completely understand a brawler, you would have known his super, the range, the movement speed, and everything. Everything are in your control. That's all the tips and key points I like to share in this video. And again, if you'd like to see more Brawl Stars videos with tips, make sure you follow me. And also, please watch till the end because you'll learn so much more from the rest of the play.